Hello, friends. Welcome to Sports Talk with B. Watts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Today we're going to talk about, excuse me. Today we're going to talk about Coach Prime and the HBCU football program. You remember Coach Prime left Jackson State, and man, I'm telling you, the HBCU family went crazy on Coach Prime for leaving them going till Colorado. Man, I'm telling you, man, the internet just blew up. They called him a traitor. They say he was chasing the bag. They were saying all kind of things. Now, check this out. FAMU coach Willie Simmons did the same thing that Coach Prime did. Instead, he went to Duke, not as a head coach, but he left FAMU to go to Duke as a position coach, which was the running back coach. Crickets. Nobody said anything. Didn't hear a word, maybe from one or two people. But when Coach Prime did it, it was a problem. The reason why it was a problem, my opinion, Coach Prime brought spotlight to the HBCU family, to the HBCU football program, to the HBCU schools. He brought the spotlight. Now that Coach Prime is gone, he's been gone over a year now, the spotlight is starting to dim. It's starting to dim on the HBCU program. FAMU went out and hired another coach, which I heard he was a good coach. Matter of fact, he got some family members in my hometown in Georgia, in the state of Georgia. And I'm wishing him success. But the spotlight is dimming on the HBCU family since Coach Prime has left. And Coach Prime has went out there and gave some advice on how the HBCU family can get that spotlight back on. Coach Prime said that. He said they should have the NFL should have a combine in the city of Atlanta, indoors, and invite 50 players to be a part of that combine from the HBCU family. Make sure every team is represented. Now, I like that. I like that idea right there. So that they can be noticed. So the players can be found. Because it's some good players in the HBCU family. There's a lot of Hall of Famers that played at HBCU school. A lot of good players. It's a lot of good players that have made the Hall of Fame in the HBCU family. Come from that. So my suggestion is, I think they need to go out and hit a home run for another coach. And the player, former player, he's a former player, he's a former quarterback, he's a former Heisman Trophy winner, he done played in the Super Bowl. He will bring that spotlight back to the HBCU family. And that's none other than Cameron New. Cam New will bring that fire and attention back to the HBCU family if HBCU school go out and hire him as their head coach. Cam Newton can bring the same attention that Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, brought to the HBCU family. You need a spark plug. You need somebody gonna strike a match. That the media, you need somebody that know how to work the media. Cam Newton know how to do that and bring attention and be a football program that's kind of dead, that he can bring them back alive. Man, Cam Newton 707 event that he do every year. He producing good players, y'all. If you follow the track record of his program, his 707 does a good job. Now you got a lot of people out there heckling Cam about the way he dressed and about he didn't win a Super Bowl, about why he didn't jump on that football when they fumbled. He should have did. He don't went on to acknowledge that. But we as a people should go past that. Look at the stuff that he's doing. He's giving back to the community. He's giving back. He's still giving back. And I'm telling you, Cam Newton will, I'm telling you, he'll like that match for y'all. HBCU family. Cam Newton need to go to Alabama State. He can go to Tuskegee, Fort Valley, Clark, who else? Savannah State. He need one of those schools just to reach out to him. Say, hey, we need you to come and be our head coach. And you watch how that spotlight, where it's dim now, that spotlight gonna get brighter. It's gonna get brighter. If they go out and get somebody who got the name recognition, who's in the media, Cam is doing both, and who have played in the college game and the NFL at had a highly successful year while playing. Coach Prime did it, and Cam Newton has done it. So Cam Newton should be a head coach right now in the HBCU family for their football program. And if they do that, I promise you, the spotlight will be back on the HBCU family. So who's that team, who's that school will go out and make a stand and do that? Cam Newton is y'all guy right now. He's still in the news. He's not too old. He's still young. He's still familiar with the players out there that's trying to get to the next level. He already in the pipeline. He know what players out there can good. Do you can imagine what recruiting at an HBCU school would do for you if you hired Cam Newton as your head football coach? Man, it's a no-brainer for me. If I was the president or the athletic director, oh man, that's the first person I call. Cam Newton, come and be my head football coach. Come and save my program. And he's going to generate the funds. Cam Newton will help you generate the fund because his name is big enough to do that. Him, let's see who else can do that. Ryan Clark can do that for you. He got the pivot. He on ESPN. He another person that can drive the attention to the HBCU family again. Ryan Clark, Cam Newton can do that. They in the media. They got a well-known name. They was excellent. Ryan Clark, he wasn't even drafted in the NFL. And look at the stellar career he had with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now he on ESPN. Now he the host of the Pivot podcast, one of the best podcasts out there. Ryan Clark can drive that needle for the HBCU family. Cam Newton can bring that spotlight back to the HBCU family. When Coach Prime left, it dimmed the spotlight. Now, the reason why Coach Prime left, I don't know all the details, but I heard some things, and it always gonna come down to the money. It always is. Whoever's in charge of the HBCU finance, you got to do right by the coaches. They bringing you attention and they bringing you the wealth. They generating the fund. Treat them right. You got to treat them right, and you got to upgrade your facilities. You got to. You got to spend that money where it needs to be spent. And you know, if Cam Newton come and be one of your head coaches, you already know what your boosters gonna do. Alumni gonna do. They gonna send that check. They gonna send that money. The ones who haven't been supporting their home school, they gonna start back if you bring Cam Newton or Ryan Clark back to be one of your head coaches. I'm telling you, I promise you that. Cam Newton is the guy. Ryan Clark is the guy. They can bring the spotlight back to the HBCU family. They can be that lightning rod. They can be that lightning rod because when Coach Prime left, y'all just went haywire. And now you can see, after a year he's been gone, the light has dimmed on the HBCU family. It really has. And only way you can get it back, you got to get a player that's caliber of Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, Ryan Clark of ESPN and the Pivot, Cam Newton, or 4th and 1 podcast. Cam Newton is a guy. Heisman Trophy winner at Auburn University, went on to be the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, took that team with no talent at wide receiver, no talent at running back, had a decent defense to a Super Bowl. Cam Newton is a guy for the HBCU family. All you need is somebody to reach out to him and say, hey, come and save my football program. And by saving my football program, I think you can save the HBCU football family. Cam Newton is a guy, him and Ryan Clark, one of those schools in the HBCU family should go out and target them. They can do it for you. They can do it for you. But HBCU family, like I said in my video about 2 months ago, it's got over almost 3 million views. 3,000 views. Y'all try to have it both ways when Coach Prime left. But when Willie Simmons left, it was okay. Come on now. You can't have it both ways. You just can't. So, that's the only thing I had to say about that. But like I said, Coach Prime, he dimmed the spotlight on you. Your spotlight has dimmed. I agree. But you can get it back. You can get it back. You can get it back. And the way you can get it back, is go out and get you another dog that done played college football and another dog that have made it in the NFL, that has excelled off the field and on the field. And I'm telling you, it's Cam Newton. Cam Newton is your guy. You just got to be able to go and be willing to pull that trigger. Because he can do it for you. He got the swag for the young group. So you need somebody who can recruit the young people. And he can do it. Cam Newton is your guy. Cam Newton is your guy. He still got the swag. He's still out there. The players know him. They will come and play for Cam. And by them doing that, they're going to elevate your program. And by you elevating your program, the Meek and SWAC conference going to elevate. Cam Newton is your guy. HBCU family, go save your program. Go save your football program. Do what the other team won't do. Cam Newton can bring that spotlight back to the HBCU family. Ryan Clark of ESPN and the host of the Pivot can bring you that swag and the spotlight back to your program. But your number one target should be Cameron Newton out of Atlanta, Georgia. Peace. Thanks for watching Sports Talk with B. Watts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Peace.